I hope that you are having a great day. Welcome to video number 3 of this 4-part video series where we're looking at how different groups have influenced the cuisine of New Orleans during the colonial period. For today's video, we are highlighting the Native Americans. Pre-colonial New Orleans was originally inhabited by the Chitimacha, with the Caddo, Choctaw, Homa, Natchez, Tunica, and other tribes inhabiting other areas throughout Louisiana. The original name of the area was Bulbancha, which was a Choctaw word meaning land of many tongues. The name applied because Bulbancha was the place where many Native American tribes and language groups met to conduct business. As a matter of fact, what is known as the French Market today was originally founded as a Native American trading post. Per Kaylee Rhodes' article, The Native Roots of the French Market, the Omas natives founded what is known as the French Market today. The Omas sold goods to travelers exploring lands down the Mississippi River, including Jean-Baptiste Lemonnier de Bienville, the colonial governor of Louisiana and founder of New Orleans. After founding New Orleans in 1718, the Omas and the Choctaw Omas, who had another market along Bayou St. John, combined trading spaces in today's French Market. Between 1770 and 1790, General Alexander O'Reilly recorded the French Market as an official site in government documents, noting structures built entirely of cypress lumber. Over the next 2 centuries, other native people, such as the Choctaw, contributed to the life of the French Market. While indigenous identity became more and more difficult to maintain through the colonization of New Orleans and the forced displacement of indigenous groups, the French Market still constituted a meaningful form of identity as well as a helpful source of income to the New Orleans natives. So, I just wanted to briefly look at some of the ways in which Native Americans have influenced the food of the average New Orleanian. This is not an exhaustive list. New Orleans barbecue shrimp. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, this isn't a Native American inspired dish. It's actually thought to have been given to us by the Italian community. And number 2, this dish does not contain barbecue or barbecue as you know it. However, I wanted to highlight this because of the name and because it is very popular. Also, I just wanted to take a moment to stop to thank Native Americans for barbecue. I love barbecue. They are the ones that introduced this method of cooking to us. This is taken from an article on the Today website. Black and indigenous people have contributed to everything from farming and herding of animals to the cooking process, seasoning, and sides. You can't really tell the story of American food without including the indigenous perspective, said Chef Sean Sherman, founder of Minnesota-based The Sioux Chef, whose mission is to promote knowledge and access to pre-colonial Native American cuisine. A lot of indigenous staples are just dotted throughout Southern barbecue, he added, pointing to ingredients like corn, beans, spices, and chilies, which were introduced to colonists by indigenous people and are used as barbecue sides and flavoring for meat. Cajun corn mock choux. This dish is made with corn, bell pepper, onions, garlic, celery, okra, and tomatoes. The main ingredients are corn, bell pepper, and onions. The French name of mock choux most likely came from their interpretation of the Native American name. And because Native Americans introduced corn to us, there are a couple of honorable mentions that I will share. They are not specific to New Orleans, but are enjoyed very much and eaten on a regular basis in Southern cuisine. Cornbread. Cornbread is so yummy, especially when it's hot and topped with butter. It goes with so many things. In New Orleans, we love to have cornbread with our red beans and rice. If you are ever in the city, you should do yourself a favor and try the crawfish cornbread at Superior Seafood. You won't be disappointed. Grits, another dish that's made from corn. I know that there are a lot of people out there that hate grits, but there are a lot of us that love them, especially here down south. Personally, I love my grits the same way that I love my cornbread, and that is with lots of butter and maybe a little bit of salt. I know that there are also some people that say that they put milk in their grits. I've never tried that, but they rave about it. There are several places around town that serve delicious grits. I'll mention two. One is Another Broken Egg. I actually have a video entitled Another Broken Egg for more info on them. This pic is from Zia Restaurant. That's the second one that I wanted to mention. These grits are so yummy and they're served for lunch or dinner. I especially like them paired with their Thai barbecue. And of course, the shrimp and grits at Zia Restaurant with those yummy grits and sausage is a fantastic choice too. You should do yourself a favor and also try Zia Restaurant. Gumbo filet. Filet comes from sassafras leaves. Sassafras is considered by many to be the only true North American spice. The use of sassafras began with Native Americans. In particular, the Choctaw people were known to grind the leaves and add them to their soups and stews. Use of the leaves was later on adopted by settlers from Europe and would eventually become associated with Creole and Cajun cooking. To my Choctaw people, Yakoki. Gumbo filet powder is used primarily as a thickening agent and flavoring. I always add filet to my gumbo. Again, this is not an exhaustive list. Please stay tuned for part 4 when we look at the Spanish influence. Thanks so much for your time and attention. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe so that you can be notified whenever I upload more videos highlighting New Orleans and South Louisiana's food, restaurants, and culture. Be blessed.